Easy, got 'em excited to meet me.
It's week 13 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Drake London. He had a busy week last week, finishing with over 170 yards. It's the Falcons and the Jets, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they, too, were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here is Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 21-yard line.
On play action, Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 8 carries, 94 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action, and try and find some people up and downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The longtime vet, Jamie Collins, the man to bring him down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Ridder. Under pressure, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Ridder and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Quentin Williams providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Looking for Breece Hall on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And when you see a ranking like number 4 in the league against the pass, that's a testament to both their defensive coordinator and the general manager that crafted this unit, and now they're out executing.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd down and a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw is Rodgers. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Falcon football. Now Ridder to throw on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Cook is going back backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Here's Hardman to return. Oh, fighting off the defender. A good head down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And now out come the Jets. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now Rodgers. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. On the catch, it's Crowder. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. A gain of 22. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Ritter to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Ritter now. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Wilson. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit. 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Holding offense.
Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Ritter. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete.
All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready. On their side of midfield at the 47. They'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
Ritter. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pass complete. He's got Lazard on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Straight ahead is Hall. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 41. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
This one deep for Wilson.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson
with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And now they're in the hurry up.
Ritter will set up to throw it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Dancing to his left, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
First down, here's Ritter.
Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Rodgers throwing here. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now it's Rodgers.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
A final shot now for Ritter.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Jets,